Thank you, Alan. The recent storm caused havoc up and down our coast, but for one man, he couldn't get enough. He saved barrels of rainwater, and he got the idea from a News Channel 3 report. Senior reporter John Palmentary joins us live with that story. And John, what do you know? It was your report.
Well, I can tell you one thing. We all know that the cheapest water is rainwater. When John Dickson saw our report recently here on News Channel 3, he made a plan to capture and save some rainwater. At the same time, he wanted to save what's left in the dwindling Kachuma Lake supply in the San Ynez Valley, and also to find a way to bring his overall water bill down. While the coastline was getting drenched from a storm a week ago, one Goleta resident welcomed the downpour. Using a simple system of 6 trash barrels and hose kits, John Dickson collected over 190 gallons of water. He saw the idea in a story we aired about a month ago about pre-made and homemade rain barrels.
All the first parts I bought were from Home Improvement Center based on that story, and I just kind of took it from there. And this was about $11.
Dickson will water by hand, he says, instead of attaching a hose. Using the rainwater on his new fruit trees, he says, will be the best for his apples, lemons, blueberries, and mangoes.
Each one, I did a lot of research, takes about 3 gallons a week. And I have 10 fruit trees, so that's 1 barrel a week. So I decided I'm going to set up a system. Currently I have 6. I'm going to set up a system of 12 barrels. So after a rainstorm, which normally supplies the fruit trees for a week or 2 at most, now will last all summer.
The system diverts water from the downspout, and it fills 6 barrels in about 3 hours of rain.
Once the barrels are full, it stops taking water and the water continues down the gutter.
Instead of using one large tank or barrel on the spout, Dickson connected multiple 32-gallon barrels together.
I found this one kit made by Fiskars. It's a barrel connector kit, and it allowed me to connect all the barrels I wanted.
With the parts and barrels, his system, which he will use over and over, cost about $120. And it will help save the dwindling Kachuma Lake water during the drought.
It's not to try to save money, it's to try to keep Lake Kachuma from becoming Puddle Kachuma.
And Dickson says he'll be covering all of his barrels to make sure we don't get any algae as the summer goes on. But when he has those 12 barrels out there, and if it does rain again, if a storm does come in off the horizon sometime down the road and he fills them all up, he will have nearly 400 gallons of good fresh rainwater ready to go for his summer garden. In Santa Barbara, John Palmentary, News Channel 3.